Hello and welcome to our how to create a custom envelope tutorial. I am so glad you've joined us. This is so much fun and you will not believe how easy it is. First, I have opened up, it's our A7 envelope guide. And what this does, it helps you to know where to place things so it will print how you expect. So a couple of things to keep in mind. This area here and on the bottom are dead space. So you'll want things to go under there, but nothing critical. But if you have an embellishment, have it go all the way through that. So if there's any adjustment or alignment in how it prints, it'll print good. This area is where the post office uses to barcode your envelopes. So you want to make sure that there's nothing too distracting there. Soft colors seem to work okay, but just be careful of that. Here is about the average or ordinary position for an address. And then up here is where the stamp goes and the postmark. So you can use that space, just realize it could be covered up or marred with the stamp. And then you can put your return address in this area. I also like to put it on the flap. The flap will be printed, but the back side of the envelope won't. So it's just this front side as well as the flap. So let me go ahead and show you how we do this. So this is the envelope pattern, and you will just bring it in like any other embellishment. I already have done that on our cards that we were working before with our template. And you can see this is how the back side of our card looked with our template laying over the top of it. So you can see this area will be trimmed. This area is trimmed. So I brought the branch up a little bit, and I like how it's positioned, but I thought maybe I would like this frame area to come out of the post office use. So I just reduced it in size. And now my address will fit in this area perfectly. And then you might want to do is add your return address. And so I have typed it in. I'm going to go ahead and edit or show you how I edit it. So where there are two different font types, and I just simply highlight and then select the font that I want. For this one, I just used an Arial. If I'm using a cursive font, typically I want to be more a straight or a more of a print to go with it. So I just used Arial. And then you can change the size. I like to see how they position next to our names. And so that feels good. It feels um, appropriate, but you can change the size there. And once it's highlighted, that only affects, so if I change this font size now, it would only affect this area that's highlighted as well as the font. So I'll say okay, and now I can rotate that 90 or 180 degrees actually. And then you'll want to position it how you want to be on your flap. So I want it to fit within this. I think I'm going to keep it straight. I added this little kindly deliver to. And then most important, you'll want to make sure that you delete this template before you export it. The other thing you want to be aware of is when it's printed, it will leave a little bit of a margin, about 1/8 of an inch around the envelope. So this wood grain would not run off the edge, but leaves a little border. So you may want to choose to delete the background and only have this portion of it. This snowflake ran into a little bit of the post office area. I don't know that it would cause a problem, but just to be safe, I'm just going to kind of scoot it out of the way so it doesn't create a problem there. So here is another envelope that we have created. You can see how it all lays out with our template on. And then when I delete the template, it's a little easier to see, but it's really fun. Now you may choose again to delete the background. And so I have done that. And now you can delete your template and you can see how that will look. And if you notice, this pine bough will actually print a little on the back as well, and that works great. So don't worry about doing that if you want it to overlap onto the back. It's a fun effect as well. I wanted to show you one other template that we can come here. I'm going to go ahead and put our template envelope on. And I think this border is really pretty, and I might choose to have that be on the flap of my envelope and put my return address here. Or I could rotate this, maybe take it to 0, and I could have this coming down the side of my envelope like so, and it would go up on the flap as well like that. So you can see there are so many things that you can do. And I may choose to remove this background and maybe even the second page here, delete that. And I'm going to delete my envelope template. So then you might want to add deliver to your return address, but you can see that would make a beautiful envelope as well. So I hope you will have fun creating envelopes. You can find more information at MemoryMixer.com under Publishing and choose the photo cards. So thanks for stopping by and Merry Christmas.